Most people don't know if the car they bought is actually worth it or not until months after purchasing it. And if you're anybody who has bought a car, you know that a couple months after is a bad time to be second judging your purchase, because you already thousands deep and that little honeymoon phase is off, and now you realize, yo, I really don't like this car that I bought. And y'all, in today's video, I'm gonna give y'all some tips and tricks on how to know if the car you're looking at buying is actually worth it or not. If you're somebody that's into buying the best car for your buck and you want to put yourself in the best position as a buyer, you need to subscribe to this channel, because that's mainly what I try to focus on, man. I go over all the mistakes that I made, anything that I could have did differently, and I share in these videos every single day, y'all. So welcome to Ziggywick. The most important thing you have to do off the bat is think about your life. Think about the direction you see your life going in and buy a car for that direction. You cannot buy a car for today, because today is gonna end, and tomorrow you might have very different feelings about what you want to do with your life. You have to buy a car that can fit into your plans, because that's how you become somebody who regrets their purchases. You know, you have to think of a car like a tattoo. This is a long form investment. You can't just get a car on a whim. You know, chances are you're not gonna like it, and you do not want that to happen. You gotta buy something that you like long term. If you're somebody that's into camping, get a bigger car so you can go camping. If you want to go track racing, get a car that has good aftermarket. But do not just buy a car because you need a car. I mean, obviously, if you're in that situation where money is tight, you need a quick A to B, then you got to do what you got to do. But if you have the privilege of time on your shoulders, you're not rushing to buy a car, you have that leeway to where it's like, I already got something, but I want to take it to the next step. I want to take it to, you know, get something that I really like, not just something that gets me to work and back. Then you need to take your time to really figure out what you're looking for, because that's going to be a big make or break, you know, buying something that you don't actually like. Consider your finances. You have to consider your finances. Is this car going to be a financial sacrifice? You know, a lot of people go in debt for a car they didn't need, and it's easy to just ruin your life just like that. I mean, obviously it sounds dramatic. You know, how can you ruin your life over a car? It happens, y'all. You buy a car you can't afford, you can't pay it off, it gets repoed, you just dig yourself into this financial mess that you don't really need to be in. You have to think ahead. Is this a car that you can actually afford? God forbid, if you lose your job, how long can you afford this car? It's not only just payments. If you bought a car in cash, you gotta think about maintenance. You gotta put gas in it. You gotta put insurance on it. Can you afford the upkeep of this car? Because a lot of the times, cars are easy to purchase and hard to maintain. And a lot of people do not speak about that, bro. The hardest part of owning a car is the upkeep. It costs, y'all. This is something that you never stop paying. You never stop paying for it. You gotta pay insurance, gas. You might need tires. Like, all these things cost money. It's not free. And even if you do your own work, that's good, because you save a little bit, but you still have to buy the parts for the car. So you have to think about stuff like this. You can't just put all your money into buying a car. What about the upkeep? That is the most important part, because the worst thing is putting all that money into a car that you can't drive because it's broken down and you can't afford to fix it. You do not want to be in that situation, man. It's like you damn near wasted your investment, because the whole point of buying a car is to drive it. And if you buying a car that you can't drive, you might as well have just saved your money from the start. You know what I mean? You have to think about it long term. Anything can happen. Are you sacrificing things that you love for this car? If you're somebody who wanted to do a lot of traveling in 2026, you wanted to move out, is this car tampering your dreams? Is it holding you back? Because that's how you start to build resentment. You know, you have to think about stuff like that. It's like when people have kids and then they'd be like, oh, I had such big dreams, but then I had to put that on the side because I had to take care of you. And then make it seem like the kid is the reason that they didn't get to live their life. That's your decision. You know what I mean? So if you're buying a car, do not get the car at a time where it's going to affect your life, it's going to affect your goals. That's the worst thing you can do. That's just the perfect recipe for resentment. because I would hate a car if all I'm doing is working to pay for this car and I can't do anything else. You're gonna hate it, bro. That's just how life is. You do not want to be in that situation. Buy a car at the time where, you know what I mean, you can easily afford it. It's something that you're not putting stuff on the back burner in order to afford to maintain and upkeep this car. Anything can change, bro. You can literally buy the car, drive off the lot, boom, somebody runs into you, writes off the car. Obviously, God forbid, I'm not wishing that on anybody, but I'm just saying, like, that's the reality of owning a car. You buy it, somebody can come ding your car up. Can you afford to fix that? Do you have a safety net? That is the most important thing you can do. You can't just put all your money in one pot. You have to have options. Do not put yourself up in a corner, because if you have to do that to afford the car, it is not worth it. As simple as that, y'all. I know a lot of people, they just think about what the car can do. They don't really care about tomorrow. They just want a car. They think that the car is going to solve all your problems, and it does help. I would be the last person to tell y'all that you don't need a car. Bro, I recommend everybody to at least own one car, bro. Try it. It's fun. Having that freedom to go wherever you want, whenever you want, on a dime, it's amazing, bro. Because before I had a car, I used to have to take public transportation, and I hated it. I hated waiting for the bus. It was never on schedule. It comes and they full, they just drive past you. You just gotta stand there and wait for the next one. I did not like that, bro. I love the fact that I can hop in my car and just go anywhere I want. But I had to get to a certain level to where I could easily afford it, because best believe I've had my fair share of car problems. It happens to everybody owning a car. You know what I mean? So you gotta be prepared for those situations, because it's not that you're wishing bad luck and you're planning for bad stuff to happen, but that's just life. It's just like when you drive, you put your seatbelt on, because, bro, crashing is not that crazy of an odd. You hear it all the time, but it could happen to anybody. So you have to prepare yourself. You have to give yourself that safety net. So when stuff hits the fan, you're not drying yourself out and putting yourself in a bad spot. You're financially prepared to handle whatever comes your way. You're not gonna miss work because your car is in the shop. You're able to afford a rental if your insurance isn't already provided. Things of that nature. You gotta think in advance, y'all. I'm telling y'all, that's gonna be the best thing you can do. And if you can do all of that stuff, easy peasy lemon squeezy, get that car, man. Especially if you're trying to move out, man. You're trying to buy some property or something. Prioritize that. You gotta prioritize things that can make you money. You know what I mean? If you have a used car already and you want to do something with your life, you want to move out or something, take that next step, you should prioritize that over getting a new car. Because, I mean, it's nice having something newer, but it's not, you know what I mean? It's a depreciating asset at the end of the day. So set yourself up in a position where you can easily afford it, and you're gonna enjoy it, because you have all these different accolades that you achieve to go along with it. You know what's better than a used car? Not a used car. You know what's better than a new car? A new car in a crib. That's dope. So you gotta think in advance. Put yourself in a power position, you know? And like I said, the upkeep. If you want a newer car, a lot of times newer cars come with more expensive problems if stuff were to happen. It's not like a cheap Corolla that you fix up real quick and that's it. Nah, man. Them newer cars, the parts are expensive, so you got to be prepared for that. If you want a newer car, you're tired of your old car, you got to be prepared for that, man. The odds of a new car breaking down obviously are lower, but stuff can happen. Do not put yourself in that mindset where you think it'll never happen to you. It will. Trust me, it will. And when it does, you need to be prepared. You cannot be ignorant to the fact that life happens for everybody. Think about all that stuff, man. Woo, that big old hole, man. Oh, I didn't even notice that lane ended, and I just basically blocked throwing the exit lane. My bad. My bad, man. Too busy hitting this VTEC. But guys, y'all see we out here getting a nice little sunset POV for the people, man. I'm always gonna be out here recording. I came out here literally just to record this video because I was in the house, I was bored. I said, you know what, why not? And today I just wanted to talk about how to buy the best car for your personality. Because, oh my god, that sunset behind us is absolutely stunning. Hopefully y'all can see the yellow in the mirror and the trees and stuff. Oh my gosh, I'm like leaning in and out the lane. Woo! Life is beautiful, man. And you know what makes life even more beautiful? When you don't got nothing holding you down, when you're free. So guys, you gotta focus on keeping yourself debt free. Obviously, this is a game, right? And you gotta learn how to play the game. Everybody gotta play it. My friend Gene makes a lot of good videos talking about this. You gotta play this game of life, and you can use debt to your advantage. But in these videos, I'm talking about people that blindlessly put themselves in bad situations. That is not using debt to its advantage. That is putting yourself in a bad spot for no reason. Just like if I were to wake up right now and go buy an AMG, do I have the credit score and all that to go buy? Yes. It does not take that much to get into a nice car, and a lot of people do not realize that. A lot of people think you gotta be rich, you gotta have a crazy job. It does not take that much to get into a nice car, guys. Anybody can go to the credit union and get approved for a loan and go get a car. Like, if you really want it, you can go get it, but it's not gonna be in your best interest to go do that. And that is the point of these videos. If a car is worth it or not, it depends on if it goes with your life, if it elevates you, if it's something that you really need. And if you don't really need it, then it's simply just not worth it. It's not worth the headache. It's not worth the sacrifice. There's more to life than cars, guys. And I know my whole channel is based on cars. So I love my cars. Trust me, this is my favorite thing. And my favorite thing is just driving, aimlessly driving. If I was recording this video, I'd still be out here getting a nice little nighttime drive. But y'all, there is more to life than cars. There's experiences that you have to achieve, because if you don't, life is gonna pass you by, and the chance to get those memories are gonna also go by, you know? Having fun with your friends, going on friends group trips, traveling out the country with your friends, hanging out, all these things that you're gonna sacrifice if you have to put all your money towards paying a car. Because if you can't afford the payments, you gotta work extra shifts, you gotta budget tightly, you can't have that much fun, you know what I mean? So if you take up that responsibility to get a car that's out of your means, it's gonna hurt you. It's gonna hurt you, man. So stay out of that. It's better to prioritize your money in traveling. That's my honest opinion. Travel, see the world for what it is. You know what I mean? You might travel somewhere and like it and move. And you can't do all of that if you're spending all your money on a car you can't really afford. Whether it's payments wise or getting a cheap car that's a lot to maintain. You gotta experience. There's so much more to this world, man. And there's so many people that grow up in their hometowns and they acquire all these weights. They acquire baggage that makes it harder for them to leave. And you do not want to be in this situation. You want to be in that situation where you're free as a bird, especially if you're young and you don't have kids. You gotta travel, man. Do not let people weigh you down with their problems. I understand you want to be around to help out, but you got to put you first. You got to travel. You got to enjoy this beautiful earth for what it is, because people are doing it. So why not you? And y'all, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this video now. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day, and we're gonna go on a hike. Right now I'm recording this on a Friday. We going on a crazy hike tomorrow, man. Me, Abby, and Gene. So I'm gonna record a video tomorrow. I might throw a little bit of hike in it if y'all want to see that type of adventurous stuff. Man, let me know down below. And y'all be safe out there, especially on a Valentine's Day when everybody's out. Be safe. Avoid unnecessary conflicts because it's not worth it. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the video. Let me know down below what y'all think about how to find out if a car is worth it or not. Let me know your thoughts down below. And guys, I'm gonna catch you in the next video, man. Love each and every one of y'all. Thank you for watching and supporting the videos, y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all. Peace. Did I say to buy TSX and travel already? I think I did, but if I didn't, make sure you buy TSX and travel. Why do I have to say this every video? Y'all should know this by now. Go buy that TSX, man. All right, I'm gonna catch y'all. Peace.